Hello everyone. In this video we will learn how to dynamically map columns from files to tables in ADF by using the stored procedure. In my previous video we handled the same task with the help of source and destination mapping table. In this video we'll see how to implement the same thing with the stored procedure. This approach is less complicated than my previous approach by using the mapping table. Okay. Coming to scenarios, I have two files with the same structure but with different data and different column names, and I want to insert this data from the files into a table. The columns in the target table are slightly different from these both files. Okay, and this is how the sample file looks. First file has a column names as provider name and specialty and services offered, and other file has a different column names like provider name, specialty, type and services. So to implement this, we will be creating a procedure that dynamically handles the column mappings. Okay, this is how the procedure looks. This procedure is designed to dynamically insert data from temporary staging table into a specific target table like called provider info. Okay, it accepts one input parameter, file name. This parameter represents the name of the file from which data is being inserted, and we need three variables. One is a table name. This variable holds the name of the target table. In our case, provider info is the target table. And another variable, columns. It holds the column names from the target table. And all the columns are separated by commas. And another variable, SQL. This variable holds the final SQL command. In the step 2 of the procedure, we use this query to get the column names dynamically from the target table. Here, the information schema dot columns this is the system view, and the string aggregation is used to concatenate the column names into a single separated columns, and the string aggregation is used to concat the column names into a single string separated by commas. In the step 3 of the procedure, we will construct the dynamic insert statement. There is a temp stage is a temporary table. Every time we will create this table to load the data from the files, and after processing the files we'll drop this table at the end. Okay, let's implement this practically. This is my storage account. I have two files with the different column names. The first file, and okay, this is another file. Okay, let's create the procedure, and I have the target table. It has a provider name, specialty type, services offered, and the file name. The column names are slightly different than the files. Okay, let's create this procedure which dynamically handles the column mapping. Okay, created the procedure. Okay, go to ADF. We'll create a new pipeline. Okay. First, we need to find the list of files. So for that, I'm using the get metadata activity. Go to settings. We'll create a new data set. Using the existing linker service pointing to the storage account. Click on browse, My files are in the source folder, so I'm selecting this path. Okay, import schema none, click OK, and in the field list select the child items because we need the file names. Okay, this get metadata activity will give list of the file names. Okay, next we need to loop through each of the file, so for that I'm selecting the for each. Okay, for each file, go to settings, go with the sequential items, add dynamic content. You need to select get metadata child items. Okay, click OK. Okay, okay. Within the for each, we need a copy data. This will copy the data from file to table. Okay, select the source, create a new data set. Using the existing linker service. Okay, file path, click on browse, select source, click OK, import schema none, click OK. Okay, and we need to parameterize this connection. So you need to accept the file name from the for each loop. So click on the dataset, open, go to parameters, create a new parameter p score file, file name, go to connections, the file name, add dynamic content, select the parameter. Will be like getting the value for this parameter from the for each loop. Click OK and go back to pipeline, and the data properties will see the p underscore file name parameters. So we need to pass the value for it. Click on dynamic content. We'll be passing the value from the for each file dot name. Click OK. Okay. Next, select the sync. We'll create a new data set. Okay, we are loading into database, so I'm selecting Azure SQL database. Continue. Using the existing linker service, pointing to the Azure SQL database. Table name, we'll enter it manually. TPO. We'll be using the temp stage. Okay. Import schema none. Click OK. Okay. So another important property here is, since we don't have any temp table created, so every time while copying the file, we have to auto create this table. So every time it will create the temp table, okay, and load the data into the temp table. In the procedure, after processing, we are dropping this table again. Okay, nothing to select in the mapping. Okay, then we will use the procedure to dynamically map the columns. So select the procedure, click OK, select the procedure, connect it. I'm using the existing linker service, and in the stored procedure name, we'll select the file inside data. This is a procedure we created. Okay, and click on import. So we have one parameter file name, so we need to supply value for it. So add dynamic content. We'll be passing the file name from the for each file dot name. Click OK. Okay, then debug the pipeline. Yep, the pipeline got succeeded. Let's verify the data. To database, click. Okay, now we have data in the table. We see the data from two different files: medical provider info FL and medical provider info underscore GA. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful for you, and I will include the steps in the video description. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Goodbye and take care.